Hey guys, so welcome back. So today we are doing a grandma's house build. Specifically for this build, I really wanted it to be a very grandparent style. Maybe I had a backstory in my mind. I don't know if y'all do the same thing, but when I build a house, even before I build the character, I always think of what I want the character to be like, the storyline, everything. I don't know if a lot of people do this, but I do this because it helps me better build a house for a sim character if I know the character. But if I don't know the character, it's harder to build a house. So anyway, I really feel like for this character, maybe she works really hard. She loves gardening. That's her one goal in life, is just to be the best gardener like that she could be. She's worked so hard her whole life, and now she's finally happy. And I feel like maybe with this backstory, it's kind of like sad. Maybe she was like married to someone that didn't treat her very good, or that just didn't appreciate her. And I'm thinking in this gameplay, she has 2 daughters. They both have daughters. They come stay with her a lot, her granddaughters and her daughters, to come back to the city. They live in a bigger city maybe, and they come visit her out in the country, and they visit their old friends. They stay with their old friends, but the granddaughters stay with her, and she really enjoys that. So I'm thinking maybe she kind of goes thrifting, but she goes thrifting for things she doesn't really need, not things that are going to make her house better. She just goes thrifting crazy for things. In the living room, I specifically wanted a kind of grandma's house where maybe she does a few crafts here and there. She kind of knits, she kind of crochets in front of the TV at night, or she might read the paper, she might read a book, and that's not really where she spends most time. But she does have like having her friends and different guests over, so she is able to have a little space for them. And for the kitchen, I really wanted it to be she's really updating it. So in the story that I had in my mind about this sim specifically is that, like I said, maybe she didn't get treated very good in her marriage, and she was very unhappy. And maybe she was a socialite, she went to all these fancy parties, she dressed really fancy, she was really trying to be something she wasn't. And she grew up in the country, she was country, like she was just trying to be something she wasn't, and it didn't fulfill her needs. But now she's able to live this life of gardening, and she's so happy, and she has a bunch of gardening friends and crafting friends and just older friends that she enjoys hanging out with. And maybe that's the thing. And her daughters still live that kind of a socialite life in their cities, and she really wants to instill in her granddaughters what she feels like she didn't get to instill in her daughters, which is a very interesting thing. I think it'd be a very interesting gameplay too. It'd be very nice. But anyway, so that's why for this house, I really wanted her to maybe buy this older home. And because she bought this older home, maybe her daughters were like, just buy a apartment in one of our cities. Really wanted something she could fix up to her own need. And so because of that, she decided to buy this house. And now she is gardening and trying to redo all the house and do all that stuff. So the house is a little bit outdated, and it has kind of like that older country, but still a little bit, she wants to make it a little fancy. So she does like thrifting, and she does like doing a lot of stuff, but she doesn't always understand like the right style, because when she was younger, she grew up in the country, she didn't really need an interior designer. And when she had a lot of money, she had her own interior designer. So she's not very good at designing stuff. So for the dining room, I just wanted something maybe just simple. She kind of has older stuff, but she goes with it. Same for the bedroom, she's fine with that. And for the bathroom too, it's a little bit older. She's gonna have to redo eventually the house, at least her daughters want to, but she's very content. So yeah, they let the granddaughter stay there. In the granddaughter's room, I specifically want it to be maybe a little bit more like colorful, because I feel like maybe she doesn't really know like what her granddaughter's like, so she's just like, I'm just gonna make it a really bright like pink purple room, and they'll like that, of course. She's a little older, traditional. She kind of goes with the flow, where like her daughters, they have more modern homes and all white, and she just thinks that that's what the kids like, so she just goes with that. And they love their grandma, so it's okay. And yeah, so, and then also for the backyard, you can tell that she has specifically a whole area for the kids where they can play. She has just a couple things, And then she also has her whole garden and her little carport where she can leave all her stuff. She goes through her boxes, you know, she gets all kinds of different stuff from everywhere around like the city or the county she lives in, whatever. So for backstory, I feel like I really enjoyed doing this build because it was just, I like doing the gardening part, or like the garden part, like it was pretty fun. And I usually take more time to build the gardens. I really like doing the gardens too. But I felt like, you know, she's kind of really just beginning to get her life in order, and she's really, really happy with it. So enjoy the builds. If y'all want to see me build anything else in the future, or anything specific or gameplay on this, or you want to see her daughter's homes or her granddaughters, and we can do a whole family let's play. So let me know. I will, or if you want to hear about her backstory, I can tell more about her backstory. So let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to see me build anything or play other games, just let me know in the comments. I hope y'all are staying safe and enjoy the video.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you